Black Ops 6 launches next week, and one of the biggest concerns right now is the map variety. Treyarch in their marketing is advertising 16 maps at launch, which on paper sounds like a really good thing for a Call of Duty launch. But I truly believe they could be lying to us and really deceiving us with this marketing by making it sound like there's going to be a full set list of fulfilling, well-designed maps like we had for Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3, for example. But in reality, Black Ops 6 looks like it could actually just be launching as a small map playlist within itself instead of providing full map experiences. This is kind of a part 2 video. In my previous video where we talked about the maps, we talked about the how, as in how the maps could really ruin Black Ops 6, and in this video we are going to talk about the why. Now, it has been a very noticeable trend since 2020 during the life cycle of Modern Warfare for there to pretty much always be a small map playlist 24/7 throughout the whole game's life cycle. In Modern Warfare 2019, we had Shipment and Shoot House always having their own playlist. In Black Ops Cold War, we always had the Strike version of the normal maps like Miami Strike, Collateral Strike, Crossroads Strike, and on top of that, we had the 6v6 face-off maps along with Nuketown also. In Vanguard, once again, we had Shipment, and then we also had Das Haus, along with another handful of small maps throughout the seasons. And in MW2, surprise, surprise, we had Shipment and Shoot House again. I know, it's such an innovative twist by Infinity Ward. And now this year in Modern Warfare 3, we are now at around 11 or 12 small maps in the game which have their own playlist, along with taking up a majority of the normal core playlist. And this year in Black Ops 6, it seems like it's going to be launching with a majority of small hectic maps. Now, I believe this trend was already a net negative for COD multiplayer because it automatically made the camo grind and the leveling up pretty much not matter, since it artificially gave everyone a significant boost in the grind for the game. At that point, it makes the grinds in the game lose really any reward factor it had because it's just made so easy for everybody. It makes accomplishing certain grinds way less special since it's given out almost like a handout to everyone by making these small maps just readily available the entire time. You can pretty much look back at any game before 2019 and you'll notice that they only had a small map playlist at certain special times throughout the year. It wasn't the 24/7 thing. Nuketown, for example, and let's say, you know, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, I think even Black Ops 4 until after Black Ops 4's life cycle, you would only see Nuketown on special event weekends or like a double XP weekend like every few weeks or so. It wasn't a 24/7 thing, so the grinds in the game were made easy for everyone throughout the entire year. And then aside from those special event weekends, you would only get the small maps if you got a lucky draw on the map rotation, and I believe that was really the most healthy way to handle small maps, because the small maps weren't 100% of the game's experience, unlike what it has felt like over the past 4 years. Now, like I said earlier in the last video about the maps, I talked about the how, and in this video we're going to be asking why. Why over the past 4 years does Call of Duty seem to hyper-focus on having a small map playlist almost 100% of the time, which really steals from the base multiplayer experience? And why are they making half of the map content in Black Ops 6 at launch be the small chaotic experience that could really ruin the game? And overall, I believe the reasoning boils down to just one word: Warzone. It is undeniable that for a while there, it seemed like Warzone really took the crown away from Call of Duty multiplayer, both in terms of player base and attention from development. COD multiplayer severely lacked in content between Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2, with maybe the exception of Cold War, which it definitely had its issues, but a lot of players were very satisfied with the content it provided. But Modern Warfare 3 this past year feels like the first time in a long time that COD multiplayer has gotten the attention it deserves. But while this last year has been absolutely amazing for COD multiplayer, there is still the small map playlist 24/7 that definitely caters to the Warzone players. I think part of the reason that Warzone has really hurt COD multiplayer is because of the loadouts. Ever since the launch of Warzone, finding the meta loadout and making sure you have the most precise attachments out of the hundreds of attachments to choose from was always the most important thing for Warzone players. And because Warzone had cross progression with the base COD multiplayer experiences for weapons and leveling, everyone would come to multiplayer not to enjoy the multiplayer experience, the fun maps, the fun streaks, the strategic gameplay, just, you know, everything a multiplayer experience is supposed to offer. They didn't come to it for that, but they only came to the small map playlist to level up their weapons. Pretty much only to level up something that is its own separate experience and its own separate game. Warzone is free. But I feel like a lot of Warzone players are paying $70 per year for the small map XP grind. The only reason they're getting these base COD multiplayer games is to play the small map playlist to max out their weapons to levels 40, 50, 60, even I think level 70 in Modern Warfare 2019. And I believe this is the main reason that we have small map playlists available 24/7 in recent years of COD multiplayer. And like I've said and I explained in my last video, I believe this truly and really takes away from the base COD experience because a large majority of players will be in the small map playlist aside from the core playlist, enjoying the game for what it is. And now I believe this has crept its way into Black Ops 6 at a pretty extreme level. Now I believe they are being very deceitful with their advertising for Black Ops 6 by describing the base multiplayer experience having 16 maps at launch. We have seen this advertising before for Call of Duty Vanguard, which did in fact provide 16 genuine full 6v6 multiplayer maps. And then this past year with Modern Warfare 3, having the 16 6v6 maps remastered from the original Modern Warfare 2, which are all great maps with a full 6v6 multiplayer experience. You can be immersed in the maps. The atmosphere is just really good. And as I discussed in my previous video, 4 of the Black Ops 6 launch maps aren't even normal 6v6 maps. And by having streaks disabled on them, it is further proof that they are nothing but XP grinder maps. They are not meant to be there to be respected as a full Call of Duty multiplayer map experience. They aren't there to, enjoy strategic, objective gameplay. They aren't there to enjoy earning streaks. They aren't there for you to even care about a win-loss ratio. They are only there to be mindless, chaotic experiences to gain XP on your weapons. They aren't meant to immerse you into a game atmosphere and experience. So that would automatically make me describe the Black Ops 6 launch maps to only be 12 of them because those 4 don't count. And among those 12, almost half of them are very small, nearly Nuketown sized maps, leaving maybe 7 or 8 normal sized maps, which I would describe as a normal COD multiplayer experience. Now, the reason this is really deceitful to me is because I truly believe the map sizes for this game were decided based on the percentage of players that are in the small map playlist at any given moment in the past few Call of Duty games. I'm willing to bet that a pretty large percentage of the multiplayer player base is spending their time in these small map playlists and then going to Warzone with their leveled up XP, camos, or whatever. Aside from Modern Warfare 3, which is really the only game in the past few years that has had actual multiplayer content worth going for, I would say Modern Warfare 2019, Modern Warfare 2, and Vanguard, those games were literally only made to earn content for Warzone because there really wasn't much content from multiplayer to enjoy. And playing multiplayer only for the small map experience isn't really enjoying multiplayer for what it's supposed to be. People are coming, like I said, just to earn camos and level up for Warzone without even caring about the base multiplayer experience. The same way people are having issues with Liberty Falls Zombies map because it looks like it's only made to be an XP and camo grind experience, and that is not the point of the Zombies game mode. So I believe that Activision may have strongly inclined Treyarch to make a majority of the launch experience to be small maps. That way they can advertise Black Ops 6 and be like, oh, we're gonna have 16 maps at launch with a large variety for multiplayer, when in reality, it is basically a lie and make the base game be a small map playlist without calling it a small map playlist. So now Warzone players can do their XP grinding and just do their Warzone stuff in multiplayer without having to click on a small map playlist because the base game is providing them that. The base game is providing them the mindless experience just to level up their weapons, get XP, and get camos. Now they can do all their stuff within the core game modes instead of having to click on a small map playlist. So this automatically hurts the player base that wants to play a normal multiplayer COD experience on normal, medium-sized maps. People who want to be immersed in the atmosphere of the maps. People who want to have map designs that you actually have to strategize how to navigate depending on the game modes you're playing. But now with the forced small maps in the core playlist, it takes all of that away because objective won't matter, win-loss won't matter, the flow of the map won't matter. It's just going to be mindless chaos to gain extra XP for a separate game, Warzone. And that is why it really bothers me that they are advertising the Black Ops 6, 16 multiplayer maps as a full multiplayer experience. It seems very deceitful and almost like a flat out lie to the players who want to enjoy a solid multiplayer experience that even Vanguard and MW3 provided at launch. But now they're going to be unable to enjoy that because the map pool is really lying to them. Now, please do not take this video as me hating on Black Ops 6 or only focusing on the negative of Black Ops 6. I just truly love COD as a franchise and want the best we can get every year. It just really hurts me when they are sacrificing from one game mode, the multiplayer experience, for the gain of another, Warzone, when there's just so much history and something so special about the experience they are sacrificing from. Now, I know I'm going to have a ton of fun on Black Ops 6 this year. That's just undeniable. I'm going to have a ton of fun on multiplayer, a ton of fun on zombies, and even the Area 99 Warzone map looks like it's going to be an awesome experience. I'm just really a fan of the whole Nuketown vibe of it. And I know some people are going to watch this video who actually enjoy the small map playlist without even, worrying about Warzone. They just enjoy playing the small chaotic experience. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. I know these small maps have their place in COD multiplayer. I just don't think it should take up nearly 100% of the experience. I don't think it should take precedent over the strong base experience of normal sized maps like we had from 2007 up to 2018 is the focus. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for this video. I kind of just wanted to go over why I think Treyarch may be deceitful and kind of lying to us in their advertising for the Black Ops 6 multiplayer maps. Let me know what you think of this discussion in the comments below, and we're likely going to continue this discussion after experiencing Black Ops 6 for a few weeks. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys all have a blessed day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.